Hello everyone, Lincoln here, and once again, Lord Rebuild here. If you don't know Lord Rebuild by now, then you must be new. And if you are, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot. But if you are new here as well, we always like to put a twist on our rebuilds. And today the twist is going to be that we can only sign players that play in the second division. So the EFL Championship, like Norwich, the second La Liga, the second Bundesliga, Ligue 2, or the Serie B. So, we're starting out with an alright squad. Campbell, Sargent, Omabama, who's, before starting this video, I could not pronounce his name, Max Aarons as well. But, we are making a signing. This is Patrick Pfeiffer. He is a German centre-back coming in from, I believe, Bochum? No, Darmstadt, even. Not Bochum. Sorry about that. But 2.8 mil. He is 72 rated. The German centre-back is. So, we're only getting a C for this, but not too bothered, to be honest. Patrick Pfeiffer is a big upgrade, and the signings will keep coming in. This is a goalkeeper, Etienne Green from Saint Etienne. A goalkeeper, like I said, we included him in a swap deal, and 2.3 million with Dowell. Give it a C again. I could not care less, to be honest. Tim Krul, you're gone. Etienne Green is in, and he should hopefully take us a long way through this rebuild. He should last us a while. Etienne Green got decent potential, so I expect big things from him, and if he doesn't reach big things, then I will be disappointed. Here are the player sales for this season. So the likes of Hanley, McLean, Pookie even going out. But the next signing, the man from Venezia, Gianluca Busio, the central midfielder, is coming into the squad here. Greeting Lord Rebuild. Gianluca Busio comes in for £7 million. Bit on the expensive side, but he's worth it. Probably one of the highest potential players we could have gotten in any position. So, good signing, Gianluca Busio. And I don't know if you've noticed Cunningham, our homegrown talent at central attacking midfield. He looks decent. We're here at the end of the season now to take a look at how our players have done in the EFL Championship. Have we been promoted? Let's find out. So, let's see. Thumbs down on the manager rating is never a good sign, but we work with it. 94 points puts us in second place. Burnley, though, Centurions, only 2 losses over a 46 game season. That's pretty impressive. But at the end of the day, we're promoted, so yeah, I'm happy. We got knocked out in round 5 of the FA Cup to Brentford. Spurs won the Carrow Cup. I'm not going to make any jokes about them winning no trophies, you know, because that itself is the joke. Anyway, City beat Liverpool. All 3 European Cups go to English teams, City, United and West Ham, respectively. Anyway, we see Adam Eder a 72 overall, Cunningham 77, Campbell 78, Busio, Nunez, Sargent, Pfeiffer and Omabama all 75 rated. McCallum 78, Aarons 79 and Etienne Green 76 overall. Probably not Premier League standard, but decent, I guess. Adam Eder 24 goals, no assists. Sargent with 21 and 4, Campbell 16 and 10. Marcelinho Nunez with 10 assists from central midfield. This is what you need when you're in a Premier League. To play on the same side as that man Max Aarons is Myla Sarr, Watford original, comes in from Leicester, to play at Norwich. An A on the price rating, a good deal, sorry, an excellent deal even. Ismaila Sarr comes in, moving Sargent up to striker and Eder down to the bench. So yeah, Etienne Green isn't in the starting 11 for some reason, but we'll sort it out. Ismaila Sarr, there you see, comes in 93 pace, 83 dribbling. What a player! What you need in the Premier League, and hopefully he can keep us afloat. You can see a draw to Brighton, a loss to City, but a win against Burnley to hopefully give us some hope. 14th, 43 points. That is the same as 16th, but yeah, it's fine. 14th, Newcastle only just avoiding relegation there as well. Surprise, surprise, City win the league. Preston reach the FA Cup final but lose it to Liverpool. We don't seem to have had a very decent run, so we'll just ignore that and move on to the Carrow Cup, where West Ham beat Chelsea in an all-London final. And we move on to the Champions League. Juve beat Bayern in the final. Porto beat Dortmund to win the Europa League, and Nice beat Aston Villa on penalties to win the UEFA Europa Conference League. Right, Sargent 78 rated, Cunningham 81, Cantwell also 81, Busio and Nunez looking alright, Sarr at 83, the highest rated player in the squad. Both fullbacks on 81s. Pfeiffer has overtook Omar and Etienne Green at 79. Pretty decent, you know, nothing to scream about. But I'm sure Norwich fans will just be happy that they're surviving a season in the Premier League after yo-yoing up and down for the past real life 5 years. I know. 14 goals for Ismaila Sarr takes home our top scorer award, whilst Rashica gets the most assists with 6. Well, we wanted a backup goalkeeper. That's exactly what we've gone and got with Burnley's Arijanet Muric, former City player, and currently playing alright in real life. Had a good season last season, I know that for a fact. But I think he's getting on alright at Burnley. He will be playing second string to Etienne Green, and that's the end of the season. Season 3 comes to a close. Let's see how we've done in the Premier League. 7th. Potential European football. It could be. City in the league. What a surprise. FA Cup was won by City. They beat us in the final. So City have the chance to take home a treble if they can pull off the Champions League. Leicester win the Carabao Cup. They have. City have gone and got the bloody treble, beating Juventus on penalties. 4-4 in the Champions League final. Not as crazy as the Wolves rebuild. Go and watch that if you want after. Yeah, I'm not joking. The final was even more high scoring than that one. So, yeah. There you go. We've got Sargent 79, Sarr 86, Cunningham and Cantwell 84 rated. Both of our central midfielders 79. Omar has really overtook Pfeiffer now though. McCallum 82, Aaron's 85, and Etienne Green on an 80. Clearly pushing aside the new competition in Arijanet Muric to prove himself as our number 1 goalkeeper. So let's see who's got the goals for us. Milo Rashica. Wow, wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to be Sargent or Sarr, but they have to settle for 2nd and 3rd. Cunningham with 16 assists. The assist master from Cam, it's looking like. A new signing though. Sander Berge, a real-life Sheffield United player, moved to Denmark to play for Copenhagen, but now has moved to Norwich to play for the Canaries. We acquire the central defensive midfielder / central midfielder to play back up to Busio and Marcelinho Nunez, whose growth isn't looking the best. So we just wanted to give them a bit of competition, and maybe Burge can outgrow them. But we're here in June of 2026 now, season 4, our third season in the top flight, 14th, 7th and 6th. It's an improvement, only a narrow one, but improvement nevertheless. So 64 points, 6th place. And Newcastle, who only just finished 17th 2 seasons ago, are now 7th. Right. But Liverpool win the Carrow Cup, the Champions League. Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid on penalties, that hurt. Another derby in the European final, Inter and AC Milan meet in the Europa League final. I already see Cunningham on an 88, so is Sargent 82, Cantwell 86, Busio 82, Marcelinho Nunez 80, McCallum 84, Pfeiffer 82, Green 83, Omobamidele 83, Max Aarons 87. Some good growth on our boys. And we have European football incoming very soon. In the next season, in fact, so maybe some reinforcements are needed, but this squad is pretty decent, generally speaking. Who is our top scorer? Ismail Assar, followed by Rashid Sarr. Yeah. So good season for the lads. Let's make a signing. So, his contract was expiring, and Rashica is getting fairly old, so why not bring in Tahith Chong from Birmingham, or in this case, from the free agents list, technically, because his contract was expiring. But, look at this! Conference League final against RB Leipzig. We've reached the Conference League final, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. RB Leipzig away in the final. We beat Torino in the semis on 5-2 aggregate score. Beat Aalborg from Denmark, I believe. CFR Cluj as well. And I don't know why I'm checking that. They obviously haven't finished yet. The Carabao Cup was won by us, denying Tottenham of another trophy, which would have meant so much to them. All those years of banter has been carried on. A 4th place finish, Champions League football in 2027-2028. But let's turn our focus to the squad. Sargent at an 83. Cunningham and Sarr both now on 90s. Yes, Cantwell 87, 83, 81, 84 on McCallum, 82 Pfeiffer, 84 Green, 84 on Omobamidele, the captain. Max Aarons at an 89. It is a pretty good squad. Rashica as well on an 84. I mean, I'm not surprised. He has been having worldy seasons from the bench, so doesn't surprise me. Let's have a look at who's got the goals this season. Is it Rashica? Is it Sargent? Is it Cunningham? Is it Sarr? It's Sargent, 33 and 1. Sarr with an outstanding season, 29 goals, 16 assists. Cunningham with 12 and 10. Pretty good season for the lads, but let's get into this Conference League final against RB Leipzig. So, can we take home the trophy? No, we can't. Moise Kean denies us. Moise Kean has won RB Leipzig the Conference League, which would have meant a lot to us, but we are signing a new player. And this new player is Alejandro Frances, a centre-back originally from, I believe, let me check. He's from the second division of Spain. Real Zaragoza is where Frances plays his football in real life, moving here from Salernitana in Italy to play back up to Pfeiffer, who doesn't seem to be growing, and potentially Omobamidele. But yeah, it's another signing. It's another Spaniard. This one plays for Levante in real life, has also moved on in the career mode. Pepelu, central midfielder to provide some competition to Marcelinho Nunez and Gianluca Busio. So he comes in, an A, of course, is. So there we go. Let's put him onto the bench. There we are. Pepelu and I forgot his name, or Frances, are our two signings this season, both from the second Spanish division. But as you can tell, we've reached the end of the season once again, failing to win the league title like the board asked. But I'm sure they'll settle for second. It's City again. I don't think they can be beaten at this point. So we're gonna have to settle for second. So not too fussed. We win the FA Cup though, beating Newcastle. So that should satisfy the board somewhat. Losing the Carabao Cup final. City with the Champions League. Who else would it be? We got out of our Champions League group with Bergamo Calcio. Beat Barcelona before crashing out of the competition to Dortmund. Milan beat Tottenham on penalties in the Europa League final, and United won the Conference League. And I've scored one too far. So, let's see how our squad's looking. Right, we're looking at an 86 rated Sargent up top. 391 rated players in Cunningham, Sarr and Max Aarons. 87 rated Cantwell, 85 Busio, 82 Nunez, 82 Pfeiffer as well, not looking good on them too. 86 rated Sam McCallum, 87 Omobamidele El Capitan, and 85 rated Etienne Green, who's been here since season 1, a loyal servant. So yeah, the team looking pretty good. Just looking at the stats, 99 pace on Jacob Cunningham, the homegrown talent that we found in our youth academy. Let's go over to the squad hub to see how our players have done. It is Sargent, the top scorer with 36 goals, 4 assists to his name, 16 for Sarr, Busio and Cunningham. Sarr with 10 assists, Cunningham with 18, extraordinary from him. But it's a star signing, in fact. To wear the number 28, Alberto Malheiro comes in. Left mid, can play cam. That's where we're going to play him. No, we're not taking Cunningham out. We're taking Marcelinho Nunez out. You'll see, he comes in from Juve. Originally a Las Palmas player in the Segunda La Liga, or the second Spanish division. But Alberto Malheiro comes in for 110 mil. He's an 88 rated cam, an 87 rated left midfielder. And we are going to change formation, take Marcelinho Nunez out, and put our new signing in. Changing to a 4-5-1 attack formation. When we find it, we'll have Sargent up top, Sarr and Campbell on the flanks, with Cunningham and Malheiro playing as the two cams, with Busio right there in that central midfield spot. The back line and goalkeeper unchanged. I couldn't find anyone to replace Pfeiffer, so he'll have to stick around, sadly. I tried my best, but there was just no one good enough. That's how we'll line up. See you at the end of the season, but I'll be live. We're here at the end of the season. And a Champions League final is incoming in 2029. It took us a while. It took us about 6 seasons with Norwich and the second division boys. And if you don't know how this works, I am currently live because it's a Champions League final and I'm always live for that. So, here we go. Let's have a look at how we've done in the league and how we've got to this Champions League final. So, we beat Leverkusen, Chelsea and Atletico Madrid after getting out of a group with Lyon, Dortmund and FCSB. Europa League was won by Liverpool on penalties, an all-English final. An all-English final in the Champions League final as well. Conference League was won, Stade Rennais beat Royal Antwerp 5-0. Carabao Cup. Sheffield United won it. Okay. Liverpool won the FA Cup. We won the Community Shield. And we came second in the Premier League. But, yeah, let's just see how the team's looking and how our players have done individually. Right, yeah, I know all of this. Right, 88 rated Josh Sargent looks alright. His dribbling might be a bit poor though. We've got Malero looking pretty good. Forgot to convert him to a cam. Hopefully he got the right play time. Let's look at Campbell. It's yeah, looks decent. Cunningham looks great. Sarr looks great. Busio, if we can get to him, there we go. Omobamadele, I think is how you pronounce it. I think we've done pretty well with that pronunciation. And he's done really well with his growth. Max Aarons looks good. Pfeiffer looks okay. McCallum looks alright, and Green there as well. So, let's see how our players have done individually in the final season of this rebuild. Here we go. It's Josh Sargent with 31 goals and 1 assist. Cunningham reaching 13 and 10. Ismaila Sarr 11 and 11. Malero in his first and only season 14 and 7. Let me see if his rating will go up. Will it? Yes. He's an 89 rated player now, is Malero. The most assists was Ismaila Sarr. But let's get into this final. I am very excited to play Manchester City and see what type of squad they have. Let's have a look at it right now. They've got Ederson in net, Alphonso Davies, Nico Schlotterbeck, Salisu and Kabore. What a midfield. Rodri, Barella and Gravenberch. Gakpo, Skamaka and Dembele. I'm surprised there's no Foden or Haaland. That's strange, but it's still an outstanding squad at the end of the day. Let's hope our squad's even better though. Hopefully. Here we are at the Parc des Princes, home of obviously Paris Saint-Germain. And we take on Manchester City. The Canaries have the opportunity to take home the Champions League trophy, but equally the City. So, yeah, let's just go out there, try our best, and hopefully lift that trophy. City get us underway. Gianluca Scamacca, and yeah, we've won a corner. We know what we can sometimes do from these. With the likes of Diamande in the Lyon Rebuild, Tapsoba in the Dortmund Rebuild. If you haven't watched them, go and watch this straight after the Champions League final, because they were two very good rebuilds. Pfeiffer! Wasn't expecting that to be as good as it ended up. Sarr. Josh Sargent hits the crossbar. Omobamadele! El Capitan in the Champions League final. Sargent hit the bar, and Omobamidele was there on the rebound. And if there's one skill I've learned from doing this rebuild, it's how to pronounce his name. Oh, the captain. It is perfect. A diving header almost. No chance for Edison. City just left to watch. Gamaka. Gakpo. What a block from Omobamidele, who's been crucial at both ends of the pitch so far. Barella now. Oh no. Oh no. Patrick Pfeiffer. Wow. I didn't. I don't know why I wasn't commentating. I was concentrated. But it is the ball through to Scamacca that puts us now on level terms. Let's try and take the lead again before extra time. Hopefully we can prevent it. Corner for City. We've scored from one, can we defend them? Yes, we can. But it's back out to Dembele and the danger's still there. And Omobamidele deals with it. And now here comes Sarr. Josh Sargent. The shirt tugs. Sargent! Oh, we've done it! In the 90th minute! Josh Sargent! Josh Sargent, the American Norwich original, wins us the Champions League! No extra time. Josh Sargent, from a City corner, we counter-attacked, and in the blink of an eye, it's past Edison, who I think might have got a fingertip to it, but it's not enough. The American proves how good his shooting is once again, in both ways. And that should be enough. What a rebuild this has been. Using only players that play for second division sides, including the originals in this squad as well. From a yo-yo club to a Champions League winning side that have spent the last 5 seasons in the Premier League, runners-up in the Conference League, and now Champions League champions. This is what it means to them. City, in despair, they did win one, at least, earlier in this career mode. Probably multiple, but this is a moment for us to saviour. Omobamidele and Josh Sargent, the goal scorers, in a 2-1 win. And who will lift the trophy? I think it's Omobamidele. But thank you all for watching. It's been a really fun rebuild. A long one to make, but I hope it's been worth it. So thank you all for watching. Have a happy new year, and it'll probably already be the new year by this point, but thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you soon as we lift the Champions League trophy. I normally would have muted my mic by this point, but I've got too much to say about this incredible group of players, so just enjoy it as much as I have. This has been a good rebuild, for me at least. I hope you enjoyed it as well. I'm rambling. See you soon.